Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome. The alleged divine contract, why Queen Naomi and Ooni of Ife might be spiritually born forever. Ife elders lost for word as a great storyteller, historian, revealed the origin of Ooni of Ife and Queen Naomi. The story is getting sweeter and tougher by the day. Now the story continues, okay? Before these incidents that happened where the warlord, if you've not seen that video, the video is right there. Is a 3,000, that thing is 2,000, not 3,000, 2,000 years manuscript that was, discovered, okay? A historian is telling the story because Ooni of Ife came prepared this time to fix these issues once and for all, and for them to be able to fix the issue between Ooni of Ife and Queen Naomi. They said they must know the foundation, the root cause, they must know everything, so that all of these people who are fighting and dancing a Abriba dance all over the palace will know that this is not something that started now, and it is not going to end now, okay? So if you've not seen that video, go over. The video is there. As we are hearing, they said that before the warlord, met them and finished them, okay? That is in 200 years ago. They said, now, Oba Adeyeye of today, they said that he used to bear the name Adetokunbo, or Adetokunbo, right? Those days, that's 2,000 years ago. That Oba Adeyeye, that the father was the one who gave him that name, meaning the crown has come from across the seas, okay? He was the only son of the father, right? Now, they said that the orphan girl used to bear the name Olutunu. Are you hearing me? That the orphan girl used to bear the name Olutunu. But when, I may not be pronouncing it well, sorry. But when the orphan girl met with Adetokunbo, Adetokunbo gave her a name, and the name Adetokunbo was calling her those days 2,000 years ago was Adebimpe, meaning the crown gave me completeness, okay? And so they were so much in love. So that Adebimpe, they said the Adebimpe is Queen Naomi. Adetokunbo, they said Adetokunbo is the Ooni of Ife. Now listen. Now before they were met with that, faithful, that pain, that fateful day, before that fateful day, they said these two had already gone to, they have gone to do something that is called Ibira Eje, okay? I don't know, Ibureje. Ibureje, okay? For Yorubas, maybe you understand it. Ibureje. They said that they call it, the storyteller was telling them in the palace that they call it Ibureje or Mame Mueje, okay? Now, that is some kind of covenant, an ancient covenant that is usually done with blood, okay? And so, that it's a powerful spiritual bond often taken by lovers to solidify their commitment and ensure eternal love. And beyond death, these oaths were believed to bind their destinies together through generations, making it impossible for either person to betray the other without their spiritual consequences. Now, the storyteller went ahead to let them understand that this, usually in those days, that they used to take this kind of oath. Most times the ritual was often performed in a sacred place such as a shrine, under a special tree like the Iroko tree. Are you seeing the connection? Now, for those people who keep thinking that, you see, me, where I get my stories, usually, I will not talk. That is usually taken in a shrine or under a special tree like the Iroko tree, or before a revered deity such as Orumala, the god of wisdom, or Sango, god of thunder and justice, to serve as witness, okay? Now, of course, the other process, they say they will call, they will swear, and before they met with that faithful, before that fateful day where they were captured by those warlords and, and cried under that tree, they said they had already gone to take that oath. Now, after that, this whole thing happened. And they said the historian is telling them that this is the reason why when the entire world is shouting, Ooni of Ife and Queen Naomi, Ooni of Ife and Queen Naomi, they are doing that, they cannot even say anything. The historian say he cannot even say anything because he knows that you see these two, it will be very, very difficult for anybody to pull them apart because this happened 2,000 years ago. Nobody was able to pull them apart. The father who was the king of Ade Tokumbo was not able to pull them apart. And Adebimpe was not pulled apart. It was the war that it was destiny. They were destined to go that way. And they are destined to meet again. And they have met again. But unfortunately, the same thing is playing itself again and playing itself again. Now, Iyanifa is saying to them, the focus is not just to bring Ooni of Ife and Queen Naomi back. When they bring them back, they will have to do rituals upon rituals and ensure that this is their destiny that they are carrying forward, where they will be together. People will not want them to be. The world will not want them to be. The gods are with them because of covenants that they have made before the gods from 2,000 years ago. But humans do not want them to be. That destiny has got to change. So that, God forbid, they get old and something happens, because they said after this generation, they will meet again. That they tie themselves together across many, 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 many generations. If they come back, they are together. It's there in the Yoruba mythology. And that is what is happening to Ooni of Ife and Queen Naomi. That all these things that they are doing, they are just playing. Nothing will happen. Instead, they will buy themselves for nothing. Nothing will happen. The historian that came to divulge his history, he said that he has been hearing this Ooni of Ife thing, because they said the storyteller is coming from Ile Ife there, then the historian is coming from the US. They flew the historian from US to come. Now, when he says in the US, he's hearing Queen Naomi, Ooni of Ife, Queen Naomi, he's just laughing because he knows that nobody is going anywhere. That is the history of Ooni of Ife and Queen Naomi. They say na so tear just they fool everybody for. So all of this wahala that people have been doing is just a waste of time. It's a waste of time. It's not It's insignificant and it's not going to help, it's not going to do anything. This is exactly what we are hearing. I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget, these are all alleged rumors, speculated information making the rounds on social media, because it's unverified, should not be seen as fact.